What's going on, guys? Is what's Mister is your excuse in the house again. I'm gonna give you another banger. I'm gonna show you all the replay highlights of that Tyson Fury and Tom Schwarz fight this past weekend, and give you a little bit of my review. Make sure if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give me some thumbs up if you like the content, some thumbs down if you don't, and just comment down below and let me know what you guys think. So let's get right into this video. Alright, so we got that announcer. He's calling out, you know, that nonsense of Tyson Fury being the lineal champion of the world. Blah, 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 blah. We all know that's nothing but BS and nonsense. How can this guy call himself the lineal champion of the world when he lost that? He lost that when he tested positive for whatever he was taking, and he gave up the belts. When you give up the belts, you gave up any title that you had, okay? It doesn't matter about this lineal nonsense. All of a sudden, he's trying to make it all relevant because that's the only thing that he has going for himself, all right? When you test positive for any drugs or any substances, you lose everything that you had prior to that when it comes to belts, or anything, any championship stuff that you hold, okay? If we're holding other fighters accountable for it, we need to hold this guy accountable for it. When Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. got caught just smoking pot, he got crucified, man. So this guy got, tested positive for whatever he did. You guys could do your own research. I don't want to, shine light on the negative part that people do, but you guys could do your own research. So here we go, the first round. It's going to start. You see Tyson, he's super, relaxed. He's just coming to a sparring session, guys. This is not even going to be competitive. And you guys will see all of this as the fight goes on. Look at how low Tyson is fighting with, his hands down. You think he's going to do that against somebody that could bang? You think he was doing that against the Wilder fight? Not at all. He's not going to sit there and fight with his hands down when he knows he's got a big banger in front of him. But of course, he's going to showcase. He's going to play around. He's going to toy around with Tom Schwarz. Because what else is he going to do? He's going to try to make the best out of this fight. He's going to go ahead and, mess around with him and toy and give the fans what the fans came to see. Go lean against the ropes, move his head, do the shoulder roll, jab, move around, do the toying. I'm surprised that, he didn't, do his little dancing moves that he does with his feet. But you see him, you see him right there in the first round. Look at that jab, jabbing, and throwing a bunch of power shots. That's something that he's not used to doing. Okay, they said Fury, put on a little bit of weight for this fight because he's finally in shape. He's not the only one that put on weight. Wilder put on weight too against the Brazil fight. Okay, he knows he needs to gain a little bit of more weight because there's other guys that are bigger, and weight wise, could lean on him and move him around, but that won't be the case next fight if Fury and Wilder fight, because Fury has put on weight and Wilder's has put on weight too. So I think it'll be more competitive fight. If I had to give my opinion, I would still edge Wilder just a little bit more, because in the heavyweight division, you can't just go 12 rounds boxing people, okay? This is not the welterweight division. This is not middleweight. This is not any of those weight classes where one punch can't change it all. This division, literally, you could be winning the whole fight, and the very last split second, one punch will change it all, and you ain't getting up. I'm sure in other divisions you could do that, but you have a higher chance of getting up. So here we go. First round still going. And you guys are going to laugh at the nonsense that happens when the first round ends. Tyson Fury had a custom stool made for him, which makes sense. He's super tall, so they made a custom stool for him. But this fight is such BS that the guy doesn't even sit, man. This fight honestly reminds me of the same fight where Canelo fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., where Jr. dehydrated so much that the body just wasn't responding. He wasn't throwing punches. I'm not saying that Fury made Schwarz dehydrate, but I'm saying in the sense that Canelo already knew that Jr. wasn't going to throw anything. It was just gonna be an easy breeze of a fight. It was just, like coming in for a sparring session. Same thing with Fury right here, man. That guy's not even sitting. It's just another sparring session, man. He's literally laughing at all his fans and saying, "Thank you for the money. I appreciate it." And he just robbed all of you guys blind, man. To me, this is disrespectful that the guy has the audacity to make this a pay-per-view and doesn't speak to ESPN or Top Rank and says, "Man, don't even make this a pay-per-view fight because it's not worth it. It's not worth it." He should have some respect for his followers and his fans and say, "This fight is a joke. Let's make it a non-pay-per-view, okay?" When Wilder fought Stavern, when Wilder fought Brazil, Spilka, all those fights that he thought they were non-pay-per-view worthy, he made it a free fight. Why wouldn't you do that for your people, man? These people from England stayed up late to watch the fight. These people travel from the other side of the world. The least thing you could do is to make it a non-pay-per-view for those that stayed back. So here we go. We are going to start the second round. And, Fury comes out jabbing, messing around, showboating. Look at how low he's keeping that right hand. I know he wasn't doing that against Wilder. Look at him just throwing their lead right. He wasn't doing that against opposition that he knew that he would be in danger of getting hit back with. Let's see, he's over there. He's not even moving around. You already knew as soon as he felt the ropes in his back against the Wilder fight, that guy was clinching right away. Look at that. Not one time he clinched in this fight. Why you think that? Let me know down below why you think he wasn't clinching once in this fight. Because he knows he was fighting a guy he wasn't supposed to be fighting, man. You can't be fighting guys outside the top 40 when you're calling yourself the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, man. You just ain't supposed to do that. That's straight garbage, man. This guy has fought 3 guys in his last 4 fights outside of the top 40. At a minimum, he needs to be fighting guys in the top 15. At a minimum. Look at him, just looking to the crowd, at the fans, smirking. Come on, man. This guy's a clown. This guy's a straight clown. Because why ain't he doing that against other people? You shouldn't be toying around with a kid that has only fought once, a 10-round fight. I understand he's a professional, and Tom Schwarz knew what he was getting into, but this guy just came for the check, man. He just came for the check, at a minimum, between and Eddie Hearn. At least you can respect Eddie Hearn. Put, Andy Ruiz Jr. in front of Joshua, which we knew was a better fight than this pile of garbage with Tom Schwarz, man. The guy just wasn't ready for this fight. And, it's not Tom's fault. Fury needs to hold himself accountable and get opposition that's worthy of it, man. Look at him. He just shoulder roll, moving his head. He's not clinching. He's not doing that against other opposition, guys. He's not doing that other opposition. Look at that. Tom Schwarz goes down. And then, of course, now Fury wants to come in for the kill because he knows that this guy can't answer back, man. If you ask me, in my opinion, Ruiz is a more dangerous fighter than Fury. Ruiz is a more dangerous fight for Fury because Fury, when he fights better opposition, he likes to clinch. He likes to throw the 1-2 and clinch, the 1-2 hold and clinch. And Reese is not about that life, man. If you're going to clinch him, you know this guy's going to come, push you off with his shoulder, and start throwing beautiful hooks to the head. And he might just catch you on the side of the head and make you, do the stanky leg. So I think Reese would be a great fight against Fury, because Fury loves clinching. He just loves clinching. And Reese got some pop too. Now the fight against Wilder, Wilder might not have as boxing skills as Fury does, but Wilder just has that equalizer, man, that, one punch power, and that's all you need in the heavyweight divisions. Now, if Wilder had the same style in lighter divisions, I don't think he would make it very far. But unfortunately, no, not unfortunately, actually to Wilder's advantage, he's in the heavyweight division, and that's all he needs, man. Just one punch changes it all. So there we go, man. Wilder's sticking his chest out. Sorry, not Wilder. Fury's sticking his chest out like he just beat some top 5 heavyweight. It's embarrassing, man. Honestly, man, I'm not anybody to judge anyone. But if I'm in this guy's shoes, and let me know what you guys think below. If I'm in this guy's shoes, man, I'm not going to be sticking my chest out like he is, because I know that I just beat a nobody. That's like you being in high school and playing some kid in elementary school and dunking on him and whipping him up, and then you want to stick your chest out and brag that you just dunked on some elementary school kid. You just don't do that, man. The guy wasn't on his level. And for Frank Warren, Ben Davison, and Bob Arum to be, sticking their chest out, acting like this was a great fight, and, we just brought heavyweight boxing back to America. Come on, man. You guys, when you lie so much, man, and you talk so much junk, you start believing your own garbage, man. The only people you fooling is yourselves and the blind UK fan base that follows you guys. And you know what? You got to respect that, man, because UK fans are loyal till the wheels fall off, man. But there has to be a point where it gets stopped, man. It gets stopped, man. Especially, like I said before earlier during the video, putting this on a pay-per-view, it makes no damn sense, man. You guys need to hold these guys accountable to this stuff, man. Fury using the fans, and ESPN and vice versa, man. ESPN and Bob Arum using him. They know, Bob knows that he's got no heavyweights on him. Reese left him and became champion. And anybody that leaves Bob goes on to better things. Okay? So Fury's not dumb, man. Fury came for that paycheck with ESPN's money. He's collecting that paycheck, and he knows he just needs to do foolish things like coming out with the whole Apollo vest and singing to his wife at the end. This is like WWE on ESPN, man. He's just trying to put on that show. Brings a lot of views. Of course, UK fans follow him. They're going to blow up the views on ESPN, and everybody gets paid, man. But this guy needs to be held accountable. If you're going to call yourself a champion, like I said, man, at a minimum, fight guys in the top 15, because, people say the hardest thing is not becoming a champion. The hardest thing is maintaining the same level and defending your championship belts. And this guy not once has defended those belts, okay? Because if he's defended this belts, he would be fighting top 5, if not top 3 opposition, every single fight defending it, okay? And to all those fools talking about that he's the next Ali, you guys are out of your you-know-what mind, okay? He's not the next Ali, guys, okay? This guy overcame the mental healthness, yes. And, you got to praise the guy because he came from the bottom and went all the way to the top. But if you're a part of boxing, or you've been around boxing your whole life, anybody that's in boxing, 99.999% of people come from the bottom. People that are homeless, that have been abused, that, were told they had no future. All the boxers, that's why they're so persistent and determined, because they came from nothing, so they have nothing to lose, okay? So this next Ali thing, take that off the list, man, all right? Take that off the list. Don't even mention him with the Alis. Not yet. All right? Anyways, man, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm gonna finish up just letting you guys know. It looks like Bob Arum is in talks with Baby Miller. Might be the future opponent for Fury. I think Baby Miller's ban, or suspension comes around September or October. That's I think they're trying to make the next fight for Fury. I think prior to that or in December. So that might be the next fight. Let me know down below what you guys think. If you think Baby Miller will be a good opponent for Fury or not, comment down below. Again, man, before you guys head out, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, man. Let me know what you guys think and comment down below if you guys are liking the content. If you're not, let me know what you guys think, all right? I'll see you in my next video. Peace.